back to Neon Trash. I am your host, Tommy the Hammer. Tonight I am joined by my good buddy BC and Johnny Rocket. How y'all motherfuckers doing? We're going to be touching on another Sion Sono film called Suicide Club. This is one of his earliest films from back in 2001. I've been talking about this movie to BC for a while, and it has been a long time since I've actually watched this movie, and every single time I let someone borrow it or suggest it to someone, they always come back to me like, dude, what the fuck? So I'm hoping...
Oh, great!
I'm hoping these guys have a similar reaction, but I also hope they take something away from it because, you know, it is dealing with dark subject matter such as suicide. I'm totally ready to veg out and watch some weird fucking movies. Check out the trailer. You guys know I got that shit lined up. Peep that. We'll be right back, motherfuckers. When I watched this in the mid-2000s, you know, I was watching films like this and Audition and a lot of like these Asian horror movies, and they affected me very, you know, significantly. Like I put a lot of weight into this movie, and I still did today. And for me, I feel like this movie speaks waves. All the insanity that you're seeing in this film, I feel like at its core, there's a message here about depression, suicide, what it means to want to fit in, to kind of be a part of a fad, and to understand what it feels like to be liked and a part of something. So I feel like at its core, that's what the message is here.
Damn! I mean, yeah, there's so much stuff to be offended by in here. There's so much disgusting things that will turn you off. And there's so much that makes you want to look away, but you can't but help hang on to try to find that thread that's gonna wrap all this together. Like, what are they trying to say?
For you viewers out there, I've seen Why Don't You Play in Hell, I've seen Strange Circus, I've seen Cold Fish, and I've seen Love Exposure. And now I can say I've seen this.
Boom!
And
5, man.
Yeah, and I have to say, I think this is probably my least favorite of them.
Fair enough.
But it's not really like a total diss on the director for that. Like, for this to be his worst film, that's not a bad thing. I guess I would put it that way.
Yeah.
I feel like you can see in each of those films I just listed elements that are in this film, and he expanded upon them and got better at presenting them.
What the fuck do you guys think this movie was really about? Like, honestly, like, what do you think, like, who controlled the Suicide Club?
There's cell phones in this, there's the computers, but then there's music, and then there's this idea of them on the stage, which kind of just reminds me of film. And so I think it's kind of saying if you get sucked up in all of that, you can lose yourself. If you're more worried about what's on TV or what music you're listening to, you're missing out on connecting with the people around you.
If you think about every scene and dissect every scene and every bit of dialogue, there's commentary. There's something beneath the surface. But the takeaway for me here is Sion Sono's work is, you know, notorious for a reason. I feel like he's a director to look out for, you know what I'm saying? And I wish he did more movies, honestly. Like, I don't feel like the man releases enough films, you know what I'm saying? So I look forward to the future of him as a director, and out of 10 stars, for me, and I'm gonna go a little high on this one, I'm gonna give Suicide Club a solid 7.5.
So as I said before, I think the main thing, if you're someone that's interested in this, is to realize that, like, although this is my least favorite of his films, that's not necessarily a bad mark. You know, I like his other films a lot. So if you're into weird Asian films, or if you're into his work, it might not be your favorite, but I don't think you'll be, like, utterly disappointed.
Sure.
So I would say I'm gonna go with, I think, 6.
I haven't seen anything this fucked up as far as how this is ending since I watched Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Wow.
Like, that was one of the first, like, pieces of Eastern cinema that maybe just like blew my mind at the time. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck is happening? What are they trying to say? What is going on here? You know, like, what exactly is this trying to say? Like, I seriously, nothing, I haven't been this confused since then. And honestly, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh my God, higher than me!
Because,
Whoa.
I have to.
I love reviewing with Rocky.
You just have to see it for yourself.
Yes.
So I want to give it high marks to make you think, oh shit, maybe I should watch this. Like,
It is worth a viewing.
I mean,
And I'm happy I have it in my collection. I love this movie. I love it. I really do.
I don't know if I want to warn people or not. Like, I want people to watch this, but you've been warned.
Yes. Listen to Rocket. You've been warned.
Speaking of maybe a little bit more of a casual moviegoer, you know, I mean, obviously I've watched tons of crazy, independent, and rare, weird cinema. It's like straight up trash. Like, we watched all kinds of stuff. So,
We do.
but even, I mean, this is kind of another category, honestly. Like, this is something else. So,
Damn. You give it an 8 out of 10.
it's there's something. I can swear that there's something else going on here. I'm gonna.
Dude, I like that. That's awesome. I'm glad I tickled that little curiosity in your gray matter to make you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You just gotta watch it for yourself, folks.